and welcome back to another video installment for the Immersive Worlds Handbook. And today I'm coming from UC Berkeley, Zellerbach Hall. Just saw the performance of the famous Robert Wilson, Lucinda Child's Philip Glass opera, Einstein on the Beach. Amazing performance that lasts for over 4 hours and 20 minutes. And one of the things that you might read about in the book and think about in the book is the inspiration that comes from the worlds of stage and drama. And I don't come from that world, but I can certainly appreciate what goes into a performance like this. And this particular opera has been redone many times over the years, and it was amazing to be able to see it here in 2012 at UC Berkeley. And I think one of the interesting things about it is just how amazing the staging is and the use of symbols and symbolism. And one of the things as I was watching it and just listening to people's reactions was the mixed reactions that people had. Some people, as they walked back into the performance, said, well, the great thing about this is you don't miss anything if you come back in the middle of it. And I actually think maybe they kind of missed the point. And I think one of the points behind this, having read some of the literature documentation from Philip Glass and Robert Wilson, who created this opera back in the 70s, I think is the idea that there's an openness to the production. So as you're watching it, the symbols, the representations, I think allow for the audience to really take everything in. So it goes to something I talk about in the text, which is this idea of openness and how open you should leave the interpretations and representations in anything that you create. I think the other thing that was powerful for me was the sense of symbols, metaphors, synecdoche, metonymy, and the idea of giving the audience something to hold on to. There's a section in Act 3 that's absolutely amazing that is reminiscent of kind of the obelisk, the great monolith in the scene of 2001. And as you're watching this rectangle of light moving kind of up into this, from this angle to this angle, it's absolutely amazing to see and to sort of reflect on, for me to reflect on the idea of time and temporality. So what was amazing to me in this opera was just the vivid use of symbols, the staging. Robert Wilson's amazing in terms of his use of stage design and his design of the objects in the opera. So one of the things that anyone can do if they're interested in creating an immersive space is to go and see performances. And it could be a blues performance, it could be an opera like this, or it could be a stage or theater performance. Because when you see something that has an entirety to it, that gives you a sense of time from beginning to end, as an audience member, as a viewer, it allows you really to reflect on the idea of a story and a narrative. And in this particular case, the symbols themselves and how the symbols relate to time and representation, I think, were incredibly moving. So I hope to offer you additional reflections in the future on performances like this. And if you get a chance, go and see a Philip Glass performance or a Robert Wilson performance or any performance.